Joining me at Mangotsfield, Hereford manager Peter Beadle. How do you assess your team's performance tonight?
Dogged. We dug in, we had to. I thought we did really well first half and probably didn't quite take the chances that we had. And then second half, again, whether it was the slope or whatever it was, we just didn't quite have that extra bit. We talked at half time about making sure we start well, making sure we get them turned in behind and force them back to their own box and play in their final third. And we just couldn't get anything over their back four. We kept hitting it short, dropping it short, and it wasn't, the pitch again is deceptive. It's not as good as it looks from the sidelines. It's really bobbly out there, and like I said, we didn't want to give any mistakes away in the middle of the pitch. And because we couldn't get it over their back four, we ended up spending a lot of our time defending. But I thought we did it stoutly, and and when we just looked back then and just talked about it as we come off the pitch. Alex hasn't really had a real save to make. He's had lots of crosses, lots of balls into the box, but no real shot. So, like I said, a real dogged second half performance.
What about the goal? Obviously, Mangotsfield's goalkeeper Steve Phillips was upset about it. What's your view on it?
Well, I don't know the rules. I mean, their chairman's just come out and explained the rules. So, and we're allowed to take it quickly as long as it's done quickly, but we can't take it quickly after the goal is setting up a wall, apparently. So, I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, it's been given. You just get on with it. They had a whole second half and another 20 minutes the first half to get back in the game. So they can't just look at that one. It sounded like it seems as though it was an error, maybe, but like I said, if it was, but we've got to get on with it, and they got to get on with it as well. So if that was the case and it was a mistake by the ref, so be it. But we've been on the wrong side of quite a few of them.
But chances were there in the first half.
Yeah.
To be 2-3 goals up, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. We things bouncing around and bobbing around in the 6-yard box there, a couple of chances, and we just said second half, although we didn't have the best of the play, we probably had the best chances with the one that come off the bar and Mills's one across the goal right at the end there, so we probably had the better chances second half. But listen, we won the game, we kept a clean sheet, won the game, and like I said, we move on to Saturday now.
It's all about when you get a pressure like that to make sure you're disciplined. I mean, Mike McGrath got himself another yellow card. Is that a worry for you, yellows, at this stage of the season?
Yeah, they are, but I think the referee gave, however many yellows he gave tonight, I think probably only one or two was deserved. I think quite a lot of them were undeserved tonight. And again, he seemed quite quickly to get the cards out. And it wasn't a dirty game, wasn't a physical game by any means, any means of the imagination. It wasn't a physical game as such. So, so I think 7-8 yellow cards, I think is probably 6 too many. It was way too many. So, and you can't adjust for referees and what they're going to do. And we've had a lot of harsh bookings this year. But again, like I said, all we can do is get on with it. We've got to get on with it. And if the time comes and we have a suspension or two, I think we've almost passed that bit now. But if we do, we have to get on with it. But was he a booking again tonight, Mike's? I don't know. It looked like 50, like he got the ball. But like I said, I'm a long way away to tell. But you just got to get on with it.
And it's good in a way that your team was tested by Mangotsfield putting pressure on. You want to see that occasionally.
No, we don't. We want to make it as easy for ourselves as we can. Of course we do. But look, we know that Mangotsfield aren't an easy team. They're fourth in the table, and they've been there all season. So I think on the day we played them at home, we weren't quite right. I think we're better than we are now than we were then. But obviously, like I said, circumstances, pitch, their performance. I thought second half was much better. So we had to see the game out. But like I said, we kept a clean sheet. We looked quite solid through the pitch, apart from a few little areas. But we looked solid, and like I said, Alex hasn't had a shot to save, a real shot anyway. So we're happy.
And you'd be pleased that Pablo had a bit of game time as well towards the end.
Yeah, I've got lots of players that need a bit of game time. So but obviously in the situation we're in now, there's only a few that can get on at a time. So, but yeah, he's been out for a little while now, and I'm sure he's been pleased to get on. But he looked rusty. We got one or two that look a bit rusty. Molyneux's come back, and he's looked a little bit rusty when he's come back. So, but like I said, they're all going to play some part, in all the games coming up soon.
I mentioned Ryan Green. Everybody asks about Ryan Green.
Every week.
How is he? Well, he is the man for many spectators.
For what reason?
Because of his longevity and the fact he's played at a very high level.
Okay, Ryan's been ill and he's only just recovered. I think if he'd have come tonight, he wouldn't have been involved because again we want him right. We want him to be, as we said before, we want him all 100% healthy if we can. So like I said, coming out tonight and bearing in mind he hasn't played or trained since Bishop's Cleeve. So tonight just to throw him in would have been a bit harsh on him, and we need him fully fit. We need him ready to go. So hopefully he'll train on Thursday, and then that if he does trains on Thursday and comes through fine, then that'll put him in contention for Saturday.
And it looks a really cracking game in prospect against Taunton, who are on a flyer at the minute at Edgar Street at the weekend.
Yeah, they're all big games, but we're now in a little run where we've had the team who are third on the second. We've now played the team who are fourth. We've got the team that are sixth, I think, but are on a great run at the moment coming up. We got Tiverton at the end of the month. Like I said, everyone's there to play the game. Everyone wants to come and beat us, and we want to win every game we play in. So it whets the appetite for a good game on Saturday.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.